What's up, YouTube? Hope y'all doing good. Hope y'all doing well out here. Just taking care of yourself and becoming better. Today, I was just thinking about how I've been creating videos and aligning myself with the content that I'm providing for you and the things that I'm telling you. And just, I was just thinking about how growth kind of feels like loss. It's like, it kind of feels like you lose so much in the process of gaining this new world, this like new identity or whatever it is that you're growing into. It's like mourning the older version of yourself. I just notice, everything can start to go well at the beginning. Like I feel this shift of energy. Things just start to move at a different, like some things just ain't in my frequency. That's what I be saying now. Like this just not my frequency no more. It's so much change happens in the beginning, and then once you just start to get this routine down and this pattern of growth and you being on this new step journey, it's kind of like you start to miss the old stuff that you used to do. It's like the old habits you used to have, the old mindsets. You start to think about those things. I know like recently I've been thinking about some of the people I used to hang with, some of the things I used to be doing, some of the things that I just miss. And I know at times, yeah, you can return to old things, relationships, if it continues to align with your life, but sometimes it's just not best to look back. It's best to just keep going forward and keep moving in the direction, because when you feel like you're losing everything and it feels like you're mourning the older version of yourself, that means you're doing something right. Because every time I've been having these moments of just like, man, I miss, the way this used to be, like it was always something greater ahead. It's like I came back from being abroad and I kind of realized how important it was to surround myself with positive people, positive energy. I feel that coming back, it was best that I realized how important the environment was for me to flourish. It's really hard to embrace the new when you're attached to the old version of yourself or old ways. So if you decide to change your life and you decide to take a different path, it's important that you know not to look back and to step into a greater direction for your life. It's important that you realize that, once you start to make these changes in your life, the comfort of the past is always going to creep up. You're always going to have old relationships try to pop up, old mindsets trying to creep back up on you, and things that you need to stay away from. So these are your moments. These are like your tests. And if you don't pass those tests, you're going to keep repeating the same cycles. So it's really important to know that all the bad stuff going to come out. That's going to reveal itself. So all that stuff that life that you used to be a part of, the things that you used to do, they might creep back up on you it's just a test though. And once you realize, okay, yeah, this is a test and I need to get past this, it'll take you to a new level. On to my second point, isolation that comes with change is no joke, man. I feel like I've been the most lonely these days, and it has not been some of the best times for me. Sometimes it just feels like I'm the only one, going through the situation I'm going through. You got to take control of that thought and put it into something greater, something bigger than you, and just put your energy into more. And it's going to be lonely because, not everybody will understand your growth or what you're going through, the things that you want to work on in your life. And it's important that you don't take that to heart. Like everybody doesn't have to understand you. Everybody doesn't have to accept that. It's great when we're able to find like-minded people that are always continuing to try to elevate, which it's kind of rare, but when you find those people, you kind of latch on to them, because these days, not everybody wants to improve themselves. That doesn't make you better than everybody else. It's just something that you're going through at the time. Everybody has their own selfish desires. It's very rare that you find people or friends that want to be in on the same things that you're on. On to my next point, sacrificing comfort for growth. When you make changes in your life, sometimes it asks for some of the hardest decisions that you're gonna make, whether that's ending a relationship, leaving a job, leaving a certain situation. It's gonna give you these hard choices, and it's up to you what you want to do. Life is all about decisions. You have to realize that nothing truly lasts forever. And all the times that I was faced with a decision to leave or hold on to something, or it was like every time I left, it was always something greater that I had in store that I didn't even know or see. I just kind of had hope and faith that whatever was next was gonna be greater than what I had. So whenever you're making these decisions in life, whether it be you're losing something or you're stepping away from something, just know that there's always going to be greater ahead. And the bad thing about it is, like, sometimes you have to seek discomfort to get to the places that you want to be. And those can be some of the most painful moments, because, you know, you might see certain situations or people that you miss and are in the same places, but just know that, like, everybody has their own journey. That's their life path, and this is your life path. So what feels like loss in your life is always clearing out space for something better in store. My next point is unlearning and healing. And this is a very important point because this is what I'm going through currently. It just kind of feels, I don't know if it's my routines or what, but I just kind of feel numb to everything, and it just kind of feels stagnant. Kind of like unlearning some of the old habits that I had, old ways, is something that has been really tough for me, because I noticed myself trying to go back to old cycles or trying to do old things that I used to do, but I know it's not best for me at the moment. So I really got to listen to myself. I got to listen to my gut feeling. And most of all, I got to pray, because you're going to be tested during these times heavy, because it feels like you always going to have this friction when you're trying to elevate. Like, people don't want to see you do great. The process of healing can be kind of messy, you know. Whatever you're going through, you got to do whatever it takes to process your emotions and process that you want to get better and you want to do better. My next point is quiet work that no one sees. I have a video about this made in the past, and it's all about silence is the answer. Those periods of time where, like I said, it just feels like nothing's moving, everything is stagnant, you're kind of keeping everything to yourself, and it's kind of like a loading process. It's a loading process to something so much greater. Growth happens when you don't have recognition or you don't have the validation over there in the side. Like I was telling you, when I was in sports, I would do so much training, and that was the training that nobody seen, but they seen the accomplishments that I got. They seen the rings that I got. They seen the trophies. They seen all the good stuff, but all the blood, sweat, and tears, whatever you may call it, just the hard work, nobody seen that stuff. And that's what I mean by that quiet work that nobody sees, because this is going to be a period of time where you got your head down, you locked in, and you really just get rid of all distractions, and you put your focus on you, your family, God, whatever your pillars are. You put your focus on those things, and from then on, you focusing on having a better life. I know that I have a hard time with validation at times. I know what works for me is just writing down the accomplishments and the things that I've done in the past that I'm really proud of, and that might help you as well. And my last point, which is truly the best point, is why is all of this stuff worth it? Whatever you have in store that is greater for you is going to outweigh that pain of the things that you lost. So knowing that, it will help you step into a better direction, and it'll give you a more clear mindset. So just stay focused and keep moving forward. I appreciate y'all for tuning into my videos. It's been a great start to the year, and I hope y'all having a good start to the year. Just thank you for giving me 1,000 subs. Like, that was insane. I really appreciate just some of the comments I've been seeing. I hope y'all continue to stay focused and continue to just keep on elevating, and just let me know what you guys want to see more. The same way that I help you learn, like you guys help me learn as well.